Cut the horizontal, so we have these two cuts already, and then these two cuts, and then these two cuts. Is that okay? So 6 cuts will be enough. The question is whether 5 cuts will be enough or not. Okay. So it turns out that 5 cuts is impossible. So there are two different proofs. One is what I've learned from a long time, and the other is one I've heard from your fellow classmate last time. They are both very elegant and very short proofs. So let me talk about my proof first. So here, there are 27 pieces. So out of these 27 pieces, you can observe the middle one, the one that is at the center. Okay? This center piece, in the end, we want this center piece to be separated from all the others. Am I correct? But at the beginning, this center piece has 6 directions that is attaching to a piece on the top, a piece on the bottom, a piece left, a piece right, and a piece at the front, and a piece at the back. Am I correct? So if you look at the one that is in the middle, if you do not cut, so let's say this is the middle piece, this is a small middle piece. If you do not cut this side, then this one and the neighboring one will never be separated. Does that make sense? Yeah, we need to cut this one so that these two can be separated. Otherwise, at the end, these two will still be attached to each other. Okay. Similarly, we need to have a cut that cuts on this surface. Otherwise, this will not be separated with the one on the top. Okay. And then, most interestingly, it is no matter what your cutting procedure occurs, each time when you apply the knife, you can only cut one of these face at most. You cannot cut this face and this face. It is not in the same plane. You cannot cut this face and this face. They are in parallel planes. You cannot do so. So in that sense, it needs at least 6 cuts so that the middle one can be separated from the neighbors. Does that make sense? Okay. So just focus on the center one. Just to isolate this center one from its neighbors, we need 6 cuts. So there is no way that we can do better than 6 cuts. Okay, so this is one solution. Okay. Now the other solution is like this. Okay. Another solution is, let us look at the cube. Because at the beginning it is just one piece. So when you apply the cut, it is best to find one of these planes to cut, right? If it is not cutting in one of these planes, either you are not cutting into the pieces that you want, yeah, you may be wasting, or there's actually no other way that you should cut for the first time. So when you cut for the first time, you must be choosing one of these, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, or this one to cut. Is that okay? Does that make sense? For the first cut, it must be one of the 6 cuts here. That we are doing, one of them. Okay? So far, if you understand what I'm talking about, could you please raise your hand, just to make sure. Okay. Okay. The first cut, let's say if the first cut is like this, a random cut, and it doesn't count, you won't make it into anything of one by one in the end. So the first cut, it could not be that random. It can only be one of the 6 cuts that we have. Now, after we apply the first cut, then what do we have? Then we will have, let's say this, because the problem is symmetric, let's say we are applying this cut. After applying this cut, on the left hand side, we will be having 9 little pieces. On the right hand side, we will be having 18 little pieces. Right? Okay, the question here is that, let us focus on the right hand side. The right hand side has 18 pieces. And then, in the end, we want these 18 pieces to be separated, all separated. So no matter what you do, you need at least 5 cuts. Does that make sense? 4 cuts, you can only separate things into 16 pieces at most. But on the right hand side, here, it contains 18 pieces. So 4 cuts is not enough. Is that okay? So after the first cut, after one cut, we will separate this cube into 2 parts. Okay, one part has 9 pieces gluing together, and the other part has 18 pieces gluing together. Is that okay? And then, no matter what you do, to separate these 18 pieces, we need at least at least 5 cuts here. Is that okay? Yeah, because 4 cuts you can only have at most 16 pieces. But there are 18 pieces. You may need 5 cuts, you may need 6 cuts, you may need 7 cuts, you may need 20 cuts, I don't know. But it is at least 5 cuts. So after the first cut, you need at least 5 cuts. So in total, you have to have at least 6 cuts. Is that okay? So here we just show that there is a lower bound on the number of cuts. The lower bound is 6. It is at least 6. But there is an easy upper bound we have done last time. It is requiring at most 6 cuts. So that means that 6 cuts is the optimal. Okay? Good. Okay, now let us do another problem. This problem is a combinatorial problem, but it looks like an actual question. So let me tell you the problem first. So let's say there is a treasure box. Okay, and then this treasure box is owned by 3 pirates. Let's call them A, B, C. A, B, C. So actually, these pirates do not trust themselves. They don't trust the other. But what they do is that, okay, so they want to apply the locks here in a way that this treasure box should only be opened when there are 2 or more pirates there. So if you just a single pirate, you go there, you should not be able to open the treasure box. But when there are 2 of them, let's say A, B are there, you should be able to open it. When B, C are there, you should be able to open it. When A, C are there, you should be able to open it. Okay. Yeah, because of what? This is for security reasons. They don't trust each other, but then the pirate themselves may be caught. So if we at any time all of them be present, then that's too bad. One of them is being caught or die, then what will happen? Then you can never access the treasure box again. So in that sense, they don't trust a single person, but they trust 2 persons. So whenever 2 persons are there, they can open it. Whenever there is just only 1 person, they cannot open it. Okay, so these pirates are very clever. They come up with a scheme. This scheme requires 3 locks. Okay? It takes 3 locks. So why will 3 locks be okay? Let's take a look. So A, let's say we have A, we have B, we have C, okay? Let's say A has lock 1 and 2. Let's say B has locked 2 and 3. Let's say C has locked 1 and 3. Okay? The keys to these locks. Then it is very great. At any one time, a particular pirate just contains 2 keys. So he will be missing 1 key, so he cannot open the treasure box. But whenever you have 2 pirates, any 2, then you will have all the keys of the locks. Then you can open the treasure box. Does that make sense? If you understand what I'm talking about so far, could you please raise your hand? Okay, good. So for 3 pirates, we can use 3 locks, and then everyone will be happy. So the solution is solved for this case. But then, okay, we have part 2 of this story. So these pirates getting the treasure, so they have expanded their pirates group. So this time, we now have 5 pirates. Let's say A, B, C, D, and E. So they have 5 pirates. And for this time, they trust only a majority of them. So what does it mean? It means that when there are 3 or more pirates, you should be able to open the treasure box. But when there are 2 or fewer, the box cannot be opened. Okay, so the question here is that how many locks should we? So 5 pirates. Let's say they have now got a very large treasure box. Let's say this is the large treasure box they have. So how many locks? So how many locks do they need? And then, how should be the key distributed? Okay, what's that? Is it? Everyone understand the question, right? If you do not understand the problem definition, could you please raise your hand so I can tell you again? So everyone understands, right? Okay. So previously it is like what? It is like okay, A doesn't have one of the key, B doesn't have another key, C doesn't have another key. So we need 3 locks for 3 pirates. So naturally we would be thinking like what? Like how about we have 5 locks? So A doesn't have 1, B doesn't have 2, C doesn't have 3, D doesn't have 4, E doesn't have 5. Okay. So for this case, okay, any 3 pirates, they get the whole collection, so it is good. But any 2 pirates will also get the full collection, so it is not good. Okay, so 5 locks, I don't know, may not be enough. Okay. So how is this related to a combinatorial problem? So let me give you a hint. Okay. Let me give you a hint. Any 2 pirates, they should be missing a key. That makes sense, right? Yeah, because any 2 of them, you don't want them to open the box. So if you just consider any 2 of them, they should be missing a key. Okay? Is that okay? Okay, let's say Simon and I, now 2 of the pirates, we should be missing a key. Okay? Let's say, okay, he is also one of our group. So we should be missing a key. But now, can we miss the same key? We cannot. Why? Why can't we miss the same key? Because what? Because, yeah. Let's say Simon and I doesn't have the key to lock 1. And then let's say he and I doesn't have the key of lock 1. What will happen? What could go wrong? Okay, then it could go wrong. It will be, so we require what? We require at any time, any 3 pirates can open all the keys, right? All the locks. So this will get a violation. So the 3 of us, if we put together, we cannot open the treasure box. Okay. So he and I, okay, Simon and I should be missing 1 key. He and I should be missing another key. Okay, another. It must be another lock. He and Simon should be missing another key. Is that okay? So that means what? That means at least 10 different keys should be needed. 10 comes from 5 choose 2. Is that okay? So no matter what we need at least 5 lock, 5 choose 2, which is equal to 10 locks. Okay? And now the question is there a way that we can design with just 10 locks so that we can work? And then this. It works. Okay, so just write it down. Okay. So actually, that is the answer. Okay. Let's say this is A, B, C, D, E. Is that okay? A and B should be missing 1. He doesn't have 1. No 1. No 1. B and C should be missing a key. It must be different from all the keys that we have. Miss a 2 key. Miss the 3rd key, miss the 4th key, miss the 5th key. Is that okay? A and C, it doesn't have the 6, it doesn't have the 7, it doesn't have 8, it doesn't have 9. What else? It doesn't have the 10th key. Is that okay? Now, this tells us what are the keys that are missing. So for all the keys that are not missing, we are getting it. So for instance, for A doesn't have key 1, A doesn't have key 6, A doesn't have key 7, A doesn't have key 5. So what will A have? A will have 2, 3, 4, 8, 8. No, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Is that okay? So A will have 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. B will have what? If you look at this one, B doesn't have 1, 2, 9, 10. So B will have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now C. C won't have 2, 6, 8, 2, 3, 6, 8. Okay. Yeah, 2, 3, 6, 8. So C will have 1, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. So everyone will have exactly 6 keys. So let's say how to D. D won't have 3, 4, 7, 10. So D will have 1, 2, 5, 6, 8, 9. And then E, the last one, E will have what? E doesn't have 4, 5, 8, 9. So E will have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 10. Okay. Okay. Now we claim that this is the scheme that works. Why? Let's pick any 3 persons. Let's say any 3. Let's say this ACD. ACD. If we look at AC using our scheme like this, we will have all the keys except this number 6. Does that make sense? Right? But then D will have the 6. Is that okay? If you pick any 3 person, this time let's say ACD, then just out of these 3 person, AC, if you look at AC will just be missing 1 key. AC will have all the keys, but missing this key, just this key. Because every other key, A doesn't have these keys, but this is the only key that A doesn't have, in common with C. So if you look at A and C together, they will have all the keys except this 6. But for this 6, it is covered by the 3rd person. Is that okay? So every 3 persons, you will have one. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. If you look at this A is missing this key, this key, this key, this key, right? But for C won't be missing this key. C won't be missing this key. C won't be missing this key, right? So the only key that C and A are missing must be this one. So they just need this one. If you have any 3rd person, then this key will be covered. Okay? So this means every 3 person will have enough keys to open this lock. Okay? Now this question, so it turns out that this question, the answer of this one is 5 choose 2 or 5 choose 3. Okay? So you can think about the same question, same problem again. There can be other extensions. So it is like maybe this time the pirate has this rule. You need 4 persons or more to be there so that the box can be opened. Otherwise, it should not be opened. Then in that case, what should be the number of keys that we have? What should be? 5 persons, 5 pirates, right? We need what? We need 4 so that this can be opened. But if it is 3 or fewer, it cannot be opened. And how many keys do we have? Should we have? How many keys should we have? It will be, so if you think of this similarly, this is my guess, let's verify it together. My guess is we still need 5 choose 3. Okay, because for every choice of 3 person, they need to miss 1 key. Does that make sense? This is the key. So this is the major observation. Any 3 person, they should miss 1 key. Okay. So this time, let's say we miss 1 key. Okay, let's switch him with him. Okay, switch. So for our 3 person group here, we should be missing 1 key as well, right? but this key cannot be the same as what we missed there, because otherwise the 4 of us cannot open the treasure box. So every 3 person will define 1 key missing. Is that okay? Okay. So instead of this one, so it is not like a line. So it is like for ABC, we will be missing 1 key. So this triangle represents a key. For ACD, this triangle represents another key. For BCD, this triangle represents another key. Okay? So they are all together 5, choose 3 of them. And then, yeah. Then, should we try this? Let's try this. Let's try this. So how should we write down? This is difficult, but then we write down the 10 possible cases of 5, choose 3. So 5, choose 3 could be A, B, C, A, B, D, A, B, E. Okay. And then what? A, C, D, A, C, D, A, C, E. Okay, so these are the choices of all the A's. And then we will have B, C, D, B, C, E, B, and D, E. This is another case, right? And then what else? What else? What else we should have? Which one am I missing? Oh, thanks. Otherwise, too bad. Yes, and then let's should be C, D, E, right? Okay. So that should be C, D, E. Okay. Let's call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. This is 10. This represents the keys that A is missing, B is missing, and C is missing. Okay? So let's try to see if it works. So what would that be? A doesn't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So A will have 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that okay? How about B? B doesn't have 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So B will have 4, 5, 6, 10. Okay, C, how about C? C doesn't have, okay, let's write down what the C has. C will have 2, 3, 6, and then 9. Is that okay? And then how about D? D will have 1, 3, 5, 8. What numbers? No. 1, 3, 5, 8, 8. 1, 3, 5, 8. 8, I guess, there are 4 keys. Okay. And E. E will have 1, 2, 4, 7. Okay. These are the keys that they should possess. So why does it work? Again, we use the same reasoning. For any 3 of them, let's say ABC. ABC will just be missing 1 key. ABC will have all the keys except key number 1. And if you add the 4th person there, that 4th person will use the key for you. So in that case, you will have any 4 person, you will have enough keys to open the locks. Is that okay? Is that okay? Whenever you have 4 person, choose 3 of them. These 3 of them will have all the keys except 1. The last one, the remaining one, will have the missing key. So any 4 person can open the locks. Is that okay? Okay? Good. So that's it. That's it. So you can also design, how about this one? 5 person. And then we need all of them to be present. So that the box can be opened. Otherwise the box cannot be opened. It's simple. The box should have 5 locks. Everyone has 1 lock. That's it. Because only 4 person you cannot open, but all of them are present, then you can open the box. So the key is like, it is going to be n choose r, where n is the total number of pirates that you have. R is the case such that it is the maximum number of person that is present while you cannot open the box. Okay, so is that good? That's good. So I think this is a very interesting problem. Yeah, I like it a lot.